Hi everyone, I have just finished pretty much all of the round 2 for this week. I'm actually on day 4 of the redistribution. So I started on Monday, which was a week ago. Today's Sunday, and I did again 1 milligram DMSA and every 3 hours dosing for 3 days, and then I'm off for 4 days. So I've finished my second round. Sorry about this chair as well, it's really squeaky sometimes, so I'll have to try not to move about as much. This round was a lot harder than last one, I'm going to be honest, but the redistribution was fine. It was actually on round that I was struggling. Whether or not it has anything to do with being on round or not, I don't know, but I'll kind of relay what happened. Mentally it wasn't too bad, but physically it's been quite rough. So I've got a lot of notes here. I actually keep a journal for each day that I'm on round and off round as well, just so I know what tends to happen on which day. Although there's no correlation yet because I've only done 2 rounds, but I'm probably likely to see a lot. So far I've actually felt better off round than I have on round, which I'm not sure is a good sign because a lot of people feel better on round. So maybe it'll take some time for that to take effect for me. The general theme of this week has been very trashed adrenals, I think. So I've got a lot of signs that my adrenals are struggling. One of the early signs I got when I was really struggling was I actually had a lot of songs playing in my head a lot of the time. It's called earworm, and it's when you can't stop thinking of songs. You've got songs stuck in your head, repetitive lyrics, and racing thoughts. So that's been the general theme of this week, and I now understand that's actually my adrenals struggling. It's funny how now I know what I know. I could have really helped myself back then, but now I've got the wisdom to treat different symptoms with different things because I know what they are now. So it's quite funny how, I guess it's not simple, but how clear it is now that I know. So the first day I had pretty bad repetitive songs in the head and low mood generally, feeling quite pessimistic about the future. I had one of those days where I was thinking, am I ever going to be okay again? Am I ever going to get better? It's a long journey, and I felt quite doomed and hopeless by it. And then I was spaced as well, as per usual. But I must add, actually, this week the depersonalization hasn't been as bad off round. It's actually I feel like it's gotten a little bit better. Say 100% is what the general level is at. I would say it's got 10% better. So I mean that's not a big amount, but compared to feeling the same every day, any little signs of progress is really exciting. And physically I just felt achy everywhere. This is the first day. Really tired. I had a sore throat as well. Some nausea and headaches, and the report was another day of just wanting to give up, feeling hopeless that I'll soon get better. Was easily remembering doses. I found that I'm actually quite good at taking my doses on time, which I'm surprised at. So definitely more of a negative effect this round. I wrote even on day 1. And then day 2 was felt out of control and whirling thoughts, low mood, felt pent up, bad day for mental health. Physically tired, lightheaded, aching hands again, this has come back weirdly, probably about there in my hands I get shooting pains down in my wrist as well. Aching head, aching hips again, jaw, but not as tired. I actually managed to take all my nighttime doses again, and I slept till 10 o'clock in the morning on round. This week as well I've been sleeping a lot more, and I've been a lot more hungry as well. My appetite's increased a lot more as well. And I need more adrenal support as well that I wrote, because I just sensed my adrenals were struggling. And I also realised that I need to cut down on some of my supplements. So that day I was like thinking, and I'll go in another video, I'll go through what supplements I take. I'll actually go through on another video what supplements are good for depersonalization that you would never think, because these aren't supplements that directly target anxiety. The ones that target, you know, your oxidative stress levels, your adrenals, which have a lot to do with anxiety, you know, your liver, your stomach. So there's a lot of supplements that you wouldn't think would help with depersonalization, but they actually do, because everything's connected. And obviously this is, you know, if yours is a physical cause, but I thought to myself today, the general theme of depersonalization is stress, and any stress that your body's under is going to put you more at risk of being disconnected and detached. And obviously you can probably say that your mind is protecting you from, you know, the anxiety that comes with, but stress isn't just, you know, trauma or a stressful job or a breakup. It's also stress you can't see in the body. You know, your adrenals working hard, your liver working hard to process toxins, your methylation cycle being totally out of whack. And that's another massive topic I need to go through on another video, because it's so important. And I'm still reading Ben Lynch's Dirty Genes to get a better understanding, but now I know like what's going on, why mercury actually depletes your physical like body, like what actually causes it to harm your mental health as well. I'll go into that in another video. So it's a big topic that you want to look out for, and it's not just about mercury, it's about anything. You know, all the toxins that you come across can damage certain things and cause depersonalization as well, like things that you wouldn't think of. So yeah, sorry, second day on round. So yeah, I felt like I need to cut down on my supplements. I'm taking 26 like different supplements, not every day, some of them I'll skip a day of, but a lot of them I do take every day. And I just thought, like, what's this doing to my body as well? Like, I do need all of it, but again, I don't know if I'm sensitive to some of them. This is where muscle testing comes in, and I don't know a lot about it, but I've heard it's really good to know like what is harmful for you and what isn't. I need to research a lot about that. With it being locked down, I'm not going to be able to probably find it. I think it's called a kineologist. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but you can do it yourself if you know what you're doing. Basically, it just tells you like what supplements are making you weak. And I'm sure out of all 26 of the ones I'm taking, there'll be a few that are like my body doesn't like. So I'll certainly do that as well. I'll make another video on that. I've got so many videos that I need to do which will help everyone. I'm just the guinea pig, so hopefully well, I know we'll get results because I'm never going to give up with it. Through day 3, songs and head again. So oh yeah, that was a really weird day. So I had these very extreme ends of the dissociation. So I'd been in the house all day and I'd just been like pottering about doing my tidying up. I went to work about 5 o'clock and I got in my car and I looked out the window and everything seemed so 3D and real. Like it was just like not even 10 seconds, like a 5-second, like where they just lifted the curtain of fog, and I was like, whoa, and I laughed out loud, I remember, and I was like, so, you know, that's actually broken through the barrier. It was so good. And like as well, I haven't really been able to feel like genuine emotions towards people, like love or hate. I don't hate people, but you know, just like genuine connections with people. And that night I was like just with my partner and I felt like a feeling of genuine love as well, like, and I hadn't felt that in such a long time. not on that level. Like I felt, you know, that feeling, you know, it's like a cozy in your chest feeling of like love. I felt that, and I was like, that's good, you know, like emotions might be coming back. Again, it lasted 5 seconds or so, but it's such a promising thing. Then in bed, I was lying there and it was dark, I was going to sleep, and I got this weird feeling, and I don't know if anyone can even understand what this is or if they've had it before, because it's the way I'm going to describe it is probably going to be quite off, but it's the only thing I can think of. So lying there, and I felt like the walls were really far away, and I was like in a cotton wool, like inflated, like I felt like things, like I was like in, I can't describe it, but like there was like inflated bubble wrap around us or something, like a cotton wool feeling. I don't, like, it's not a nice feeling, it sounds like cozy, but it just felt like I was like packaged away in a box or something, but the walls were really far away. And I remember I used to get that when I was a kid, like once every so often, when it, especially lying in bed, like it was just like a feeling where the walls were really far away and I was like a tiny little person in a room. So I got that, so it was like another extreme to the other end. I don't know if it's like, it is, I guess, related to depersonalization, but it's kind of like, it's hard to explain for anyone who's never felt it, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm guessing you'll sometimes have weird feelings where you can't even describe it, you've just got this weird sense of something or sensation, and then it goes away after like a few seconds or minutes. So on that day I had flu. I started to come down with flu-like symptoms: ache, sore throat, runny nose, headache, rundown, fatigue, ulcers. Suddenly my whole mouth broke out in ulcers as well. So my immune system was just like trashed. So I just felt like really run down and like stuffed up, and I used to get ulcers as well quite a lot, but I haven't had them in a while until the other day. And I know it sounds a bit like gross, but I was like sweating a lot, and it was like smelled like musty and just like as if I was just sweating out toxins, but I guess that's a good thing. And I wrote that it was the last day on round. Nighttime doses were fine. Feeling more run down now, definitely hard around this time. And I had a magnesium bath at the end of the day as well. So yeah, that was the 3 days. So it was rough. Like I just felt like I just wanted to sleep. I was just so run down, tired, like just no motivation, a bit gloomy, a bit spaced. But then when I did manage to pull myself together and go outside, I was expecting to feel more anxious, and actually I had like flashes of reality sometimes. So quite a really promising thing. Day 4, songs in head, looping thoughts. Just my thoughts were just racing like a wild horse, but actually I was in good spirits, and the DP wasn't as bad. It wasn't like as noticeable. I didn't feel as spaced, but my thoughts were just like whirling round, and songs were playing and playing and playing. And physically I felt absolutely rough when I woke up. I remember I felt like I had the worst hangover ever. But then once I was up and about, I felt a lot better. Painful hands again, residual flu all day, just like runny nose, stuffy. And so I reported that it was day 1 off round, and I'm thinking about taking a week off rounds and restoring my adrenals. So I'll come to that at the end of the video. Day after, again, songs in head, a bit lost and scared, but not as bad as previous. Depersonalization, not as bad again. Tinnitus come back again, headaches, tiredness, sneezing, runny nose, but it wasn't as severe. It was like, I felt like I had more health, I guess, that day. On Friday, I started the glycine-glutamine combo. So it's basically the cofactors, I guess, or the combination of supplements that create glutathione in the body. Because if you take a supplement, you're not supposed to take that if you're mercury toxic, so you have to take supplements that kind of create that in your body. I don't really know a lot about it, but I've heard that it helps with, you know, the detox, because that's one of the main detox, is it amino acid, I think, or yeah, in the body. And I'm going to make another video on this once I'm all clued up. Flu's still here, and I had a big massive dose of vitamin C before bed, so I've been taking the core 4, but actually I managed to buy some powder and that come in the post that day, so I actually got like, I thought it would just be kind of like a, you know, like a fizzy vitamin, and it tastes quite nice, but I had like a heaped spoonful. It must have been about 5 grams or something. I just mixed it in water and necked it back, and I thought, you know, it'll just be like a sweet vitamin fizzy drink. It was like drinking bitter acid. I was like choking. So, but I thought, you know, I'm just gonna like take that to clear up any redistribution. And just to note as well, I've been having ginger tea like every day. The best way I've found is I've got a load of ginger, fresh ginger, blended it with water, so it's like a paste, and then I've put it in an ice cube tray, like a silicone one, and then every day I'll just drop an ice cube in the ginger and pour hot water on it and drink that, so it'll be like a tea. Yesterday, mood still racy, mine's still racy but not as bad, low motivation, songs not as prominent, which was good, bit spacey at night, but I think I was just tired. Flu was dying down, woke up more refreshed as well. I had a stabbing pain under like my breast, like in my ribs, and I don't know if that's my liver, but it was like a stabbing, like consistent stabbing pain, but it's gone today, thankfully. So I also started 2,000 milligrams, sorry, of cod liver oil, and at night time I ate a lot of thiols. So I don't know whether I'm thiol sensitive or not. I've done the exclusion test and I didn't really feel any different. I have cut out eggs and like leafy green vegetables. I eat like lettuce and cucumber and stuff now rather than spinach and, you know, like kale. I used to eat a lot of that. So I'm trying to cut down on it, but I don't know whether or not I need it. So maybe next week I'll do an exclusion test again. But I eat a lot of thiols. I had this wrap from like a takeaway, and I've been eating quite healthy. Like I've been trying to eat, you know, just like unprocessed food, but I just wanted something like different. So I got like a chicken. It was, I guess, like one of the more healthiest things you can have from takeaway. It's like a chicken wrap with garlic and cheese and like loads of salad. So it was like onion, cabbage, you know, all the thiols, especially the garlic and the cheese as well. And I just had that, and I just thought, you know what, like I'll be fine. But I woke up a lot more refreshed. I think it's because I had the vitamin C before bed, so that's something to note. So today I've been pretty stable. Went out for a walk this morning. I was like very, very foggy, and maybe that's something to do with the thiols I had last night for me tea. I felt pretty normal today, to be honest. Like still spaced, but not full of anxiety where I'm ready to break down or anything. Like not as bad. I just feel kind of like more level, I think. I'm still really lethargic, and I had bladder pain today as well. I find that when I have a lot of vitamin C, I get pains in my bladder, and I think it inflames my bladder. I think my bladder's quite like sensitive. So next week I'm going to take time off chelation until the week after, which is fine, you can do that. I'll probably do like another milligram of DMSA after that. After that, if the round wasn't too bad, I might go up to 1.5, but we'll see. I've got a capsule machine where I can create my own doses as well. Tomorrow I'm having a day off all supplements. I'm not taking any supplements at all tomorrow. And then on Tuesday I'm gonna go back on them, but not as many. Like I'll go through all the ones I'm taking in another video, but there's some that I don't necessarily need all the time. Like I take sea kelp because my iodine was low, potassium, but again it's not really essential. Things like, well, chromium, and I mean a lot of these are really important, but it's just I'm starting to like doubt whether or not I need them every day. So yeah, I'm having a day off from them tomorrow, let my body just kind of like level out a bit, and plus I think you become like, start to build up a tolerance to them, and you kind of, your body just gets used to them, and doesn't really benefit you as much. So I feel like taking them away for a day or so, and then reintroducing them will kind of like kick your body back into like thinking, oh right, this is a new supplement, let's start using it. And like I said, I might do a thiol test through the week next week. I'm going to take a lot of adrenal support, so I've been working my way up on my adrenal cortex. I take one a day at dinner time, but I've started to like add a little pinch of another one more and more. So day after tomorrow I'm going to take 2, and all week I'm going to take 2 a day. I'm also going to take more holy basil and more rhodiola rosa because my cortisol level was sky high. And I feel like it's kind of creeping up again, because when it was sky high I had all the songs in my head, felt exhausted, felt quite revved up and anxious, so I think I need to just kind of like lower it back down again before I start the chelation. I'm going to go in another video and show you all the tests I've had done and all the results. There's quite a lot. And I may do more tests in the future, you know, like sometimes I wonder, do I have a histamine intolerance? Is my homocysteine level high or low? So I might like do that in the future, but I feel like regardless of what results, I'm definitely going to keep chelation up. I don't know if I mentioned last week, but I had me 23andMe results come through. I'll definitely do a video on that because there's some interesting things there that'll affect basically me getting better. So there's a lot of things I want to go into, but for this video I just wanted to update you on round 2. So overall it was harder physically. It took more of a toll on my immune system, my adrenals, a lot of things really, but and my mental health was quite bad on round, but actually off round I've really like had an up incline. So hopefully that'll stay like this for the rest of the day. Sorry, that's just the door. So hopefully it'll stay like this for the rest of the week, and then the week after I'll feel more back to myself, so I can kind of start like chelation again for that week. So yeah, so I hope this helps, and I'll keep you updated on everything else. Okay.